people write for all manner of reasons, and actually that's going to be the starting point. But whatever it is you do as an artist, whether you're an actor, you're a model, or you're a musician, a rapper, all these things, it's important to strive for something more than the average. I know a lot of us like to be gassed up by our 20 fans. The likes and the retweets, oh, this is so nice, our followers, our list of followers on Instagram, by virtue of us throwing the word poet before or after our name. Poets are pretenders. We're like, poets is the singular art form where we can literally get away with everything and call it creative license. Yeah? So, lots of people actually say, mimi msanii, iko sana yako. Where is the substance to this sort of thing? So, don't be content again with the fact that 20 people are going to applaud you at the end of this. Or I'm like, hey, Richie Kibeli, Bamba proud. No. That has always been, it's a pet peeve for me. I am very immersed in how people create. I appreciate when you see effort. I throw in bits of wisdom. I hate on things. I've been so privileged to be part of one or two many productions, artistic productions. Individuals we know to be brilliant, like Mufasa and Dofana, people who work really hard. Half the time, people wonder, why is he relevant? Does he just stand up there, make up words, and then wow you at the end of the day? How is he able to communicate such things? How does he seamlessly switch from language, Meru to Kiswahili to English? How is he not in jail? I mean, some of the things he says would be considered problematic 30 years ago. But I have witnessed him write in real time, where he writes and edits and critiques himself and fights his demons, and he listens to opinions, which is something, again, younger artists sometimes struggle with. Ukishajita the star, if you're guaranteed sex after a performance on stage, or 5,000 bob for having done something, you become content with that. So it's important that you're not just content with running around calling yourself a writer. You must produce things that are of substance. Now, I'm going to start with the question, why do you write? This is going to be, I prefer having conversations, so I hope you don't mind if I throw in a couple of questions. So I know a few people here, and I could probably start with you. Why do you write?
Well, to express myself.
Sometimes, but not all the time. Sometimes when you show off your grammar. So, especially with someone in the crowd.
Tulisema kwa show ya last year ya Rafinki Lopan alikuwa akiperform spoil ya sound gani. So ilikuwa thick. I think wewe kama kufi alisema huyo mtu alifungua kamusi akatoa tu maneno huko akazi.
Yeah.
So yes, sometimes personally, Nandika, just to show that I have the capability of knowing that this word can be switched to this expression, to this feeling.
Sometimes we write with settings in mind. In a very indulgent room like ourselves here, we discussed with Richard. In the future, we're going to have people come up with their poems here, and we discuss them in real time. In a place where people actually pay attention, you write for that space. So if you're someone who wants to have people understand how big a romantic you are, or how sad you generally are, or how politically agitated you are. I'm throwing politically agitated because Dofan has just walked into the room. You look at the setting and you tailor-make something along those lines. Now, we write, like, say, to express yourself, sometimes for catharsis. Some of us are very sad or are very happy or are very agitated, judging by all the mental health poems that are all over the place. Most of them are really bad, by the way. Change society sometimes, which should not be the intention all times. And like you say, as part of the movement, a feeling. The minute you know why you write, for whatever reason, whether it's something you're feeling in that moment, whether you are writing for a space, whether you're writing because you're high, once you've centered on why you're writing, then now you can essentially begin to nitpick reasons why your writing sucks, which again really is, this is not how they should have been structured. You can, what's the word I'm looking for? I prefer speaking in context and specifics. So, say you're writing about how badly you hate the government. You've already centered on the fact that I hate the government and I hope State House burns. And I hope a large meteor strikes the earth and specifically Parliament when it's all in session. And I hate all the blue clean water trucks that move around the city instead of having all this water piped into our homes. You've already centered on that. Now you focus on that. And everything you write, every word you use, every mood, every tone, every character, every a positive or negative needs to center on that. Once you've written all of this and you're beginning to edit your work, have you written 3,000 words of a poem? You're not Shakespeare. Begin to edit. So center on the thing that you want to write at all times. Then work within those limits. And a great challenge that I've seen with younger writers and performers and poets in the last few years is that you're talking about love or you're back, and suddenly you're introducing aliens into the conversation. You're in Mudurwa, and you're talking about how you were abandoned by your mother. These things are not necessarily all correlating. You have not reached there. There's a point where that comes in. You become someone like, say, Quentin Tarantino, who writes films, and for whatever reason decides to include a set of LEDs and a very specific brand of cigarettes. Yes. Yeah, he really likes that. So he has a poem about slavery, rather a movie about slavery. But for whatever reason, you're going to see it in that they serve no purpose in a sense outside the entertainment aspect of it. So center on an idea. We have been part of Slum, myself and Dofan, and a few other people, and we were very harsh or very picky on theme, and we would cut you down to size in real time. So it is not that in that moment you're an awful poet, but we always prefer to have people speak on specific ideas in that moment. So if you're focusing again, and love is the easiest thing. Most poets, I'm sure all of you have written love poems here. Who has not written about love? You're a liar. Everyone has, whether in form of a heartbreak or the longing for someone that is with someone else, or maybe you just love trees. Yes, those are called feelings. When you happen to love things that are not human. It's not a bad thing. It's bad when you're killing. It's bad if you're paying for dead people, as you actually go to prison for that sort of thing. But why can't you write about your love for dead bodies? Yes. We're going to come there.